If you thought the Yiddish language is gone, just come and see the newest play by the Yiddish Spiel Theater in Tel Aviv, which created a new comedic play in the spirit of Dzigan and Shumacher, which features, amongst others, iPhone's Big Brother and even McDonald's. Shmuel Atzmon, the founder of the Yiddish Spiel Theater in Tel Aviv over 30 years ago, takes pride in bringing a full house every night with people who never knew the beauty of Yiddish at home.
You see young people coming in and they discover something which was hidden for them. My goal to show that Yiddish can be up to date with a lot of humor and all of those chochmas that we have. You know, this is something which comes from life. Judaism without the Yiddish is not Judaism, to my opinion. Jewish culture with all our tradition cannot be the same. I feel that we have to contribute this wonderful tradition, this treasure of drama. To me, Yiddish is a civilization. There is a Japanese civilization, Indian civilization, and there is also a Yiddish civilization. Also, it doesn't have its own country.
Yaakov Boda, one of the leading actors in the born-again Yiddish theater, still remembers the days when it was outlawed in Israel to perform in Yiddish.
When I came to this country in the 50s, I began to play a little in the Yiddish theatre until I was to be unlisted. I was a young fellow and I remember the days when acting in Yiddish was forbidden. I mean, the police would come and knock on the door. They gave you a fine, and besides the fine which you had to pay, they would shut down the theatre and send the people home, and we had to give them a refund. It's a cry for generations, as they say. Today we're proudly acting in Yiddish again. I was acting in Hebrew for years, and 20 years ago I went back to perform in Yiddish. It was a must, sort of a repentance. I repented when I was a child until I was 7 years old. I didn't speak any other language but Yiddish. I was born in Yiddish and raised in Yiddish, and I came back to it. A sort of obligation that I felt. I don't think I'm only acting. I feel, and I know it's a bombastic word, I sense it is a calling, a mission I'm fulfilling on behalf of my grandfather and my grandmother and the little Jewish town where I was born.
25-year-old Hili Deutsch, who graduated from theater school only 2 months ago, is one of the new generation of actors who decided to venture onto the Yiddish theater stage.
I graduated from acting school about 2 months ago. Into our final year, we were offered to take a Yiddish course as a cooperation with the Yiddish Spiel Theater. And I said, wow, it will be really awesome. My 90-year-old mother is a Yiddish speaker, and my parents, whenever they wanted to talk, so that we wouldn't understand what they are saying, they used to speak Yiddish among themselves. And I said that even if it's just for me to be able to speak with my grandmother, it will be worth the experience. I didn't know if something will come out of it or not. In the end, somehow I was invited to audition at the end of the year and ended up here. In our group of Yiddish students, half of them weren't even Ashkenazi. They were studying it for the fun of it. Every additional language is a gift. It doesn't matter, especially when it's our Jewish language.
For a country that used to ban the Yiddish language, Israel of the 21st century is falling in love with the language and culture that everyone used to mourn. For JN1, I'm Jacobsohn at the Yiddish Spiel Theater in Tel Aviv.